Today in Portland, Oregon, the city faces a growing homelessness crisis as authorities dismantle a long-standing encampment.
Hi, I'm Garrett.
And I'm Leah.
Welcome to Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett in Portland, Oregon. All right, here's where we begin. First up, let's talk about Portland's sweeping of the Sandy River encampment. It really exposes a deeper homelessness crisis in our city.
Yeah, so basically, the Oregon Department of State Lands cleared out a community of over 30 unhoused folks from the Thousand Acres area. They cited environmental degradation as the main reason, which is definitely something to consider.
Right? And they had help from the Oregon State Police and Rapid Response BioClean, but this decision forced those residents onto the streets of Multnomah County. It's a tough situation.
I mean, honestly, the removal didn't just happen overnight. The residents had been there for years. They even tried to propose a cooperative stewardship plan to stay, but that was rejected.
That's close to the heart of it. It really highlights the broader issue of homelessness in Portland, right? And then there's this disputed claim that the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office suggested they stay there. The Sheriff's Office denies that.
Yeah, and I think we should be looking at the lack of permanent supportive housing options. Repeated sweeps just add more instability. It's like we're not solving anything.
Okay, let's move on. Next up, we're diving into the Portland City Council meeting that got pretty heated over a proposed detention center fee.
Right, Leah. So councilors Angelita Murillo and Mitch Green are pushing this ordinance to impose fees on property owners who rent to detention centers, including ICE facilities. It was a bit of a circus at the council meeting.
Totally. The meeting was marked by protests and interruptions, with some even comparing the fee to a National Socialist playbook. But the ordinance did progress to a second reading.
And the idea is to cover costs associated with these facilities and maybe deter new ones. But there's definitely some debate on whether it'll be effective.
I can see why some folks support it. It's about addressing the impact of federal immigration policies locally. Plus, it includes provisions to deal with harm caused by detention centers.
Okay, let's keep this going. Next, we're looking at the Portland City Council's pledge to investigate the city's financial links to Israel amid the Gaza ceasefire.
Here's something to get us started. The initiative, led by the Portland chapter of the Democratic Socialists of America, aims to scrutinize city investments tied to Israeli military actions.
Yeah, and it's all happening against the backdrop of a tenuous ceasefire in Gaza. The goal is to address broader international human rights issues through local action.
I think it's a positive step. It's important to tackle militarization and human rights abuses. This one really resonates with me.
All right, on to the next. Let's talk about the procedural victory for environmental advocates in the Zenith Energy case.
Right. So, the Oregon Court of Appeals sided with environmental groups, sending a lawsuit back to the Land Use Board of Appeals regarding Zenith Energy's operations.
The case centers on transparency and whether the city followed state land use laws. Now the city must provide detailed records of Zenith's land use approval.
I'm all about that perspective. Transparency is key, especially given Zenith's history of violations. It's a good day for environmental protection.
Here we go, next one. Last up, the Portland City Council voted to ban AI rental price-fixing software.
Yeah, Councilor Angelita Murillo introduced this ordinance to tackle rent collusion. It's been revised to avoid legal challenges, which is smart.
Supporters think it'll help with rising rents and housing insecurity, though some worry it might impact housing development.
Let's unpack this. It's about balancing interests, right? I think addressing high rents is crucial.
Yeah, I could get behind that idea. Tackling high rents is a big win for the city.
Thanks for tuning in to Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett from Portland, Oregon. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.